Amber, my name's Ariel. I'll be your nurse for the day and I'm here to take some vital signs on you.
Okay.
Can you tell me your name and date of birth?
Amber, January 12th, 2000.
Perfect. All right, Amber. So we're first going to start and I'm just going to do some vital signs on you and then we'll get into the physical assessment after.
Okay.
All right. So right now I will check your respiration rate, making sure to put my hand on your chest. And in this instance, it would be important for the patient not to know that I'm checking her respiration rate. That way she doesn't breathe differently. So I am going to watch your respirations for 30 seconds. So I watched for 30 seconds and I got, you would be breathing at about 14 breaths per minute. So that's normal. You want to be anywhere between 12 and 20 breaths per minute.
Okay.
So that's normal. And if Amber's respirations were abnormal, I would go ahead and watch them for 60 seconds. But since they were normal, I listened for 30. Okay, Amber. So if I were to auscultate your respirations, I would do that at the trachea with my stethoscope. So we're going to move on and I'm going to get your pulse rate. So I'm going to do it from your radial pulse, and that's just on the thumb side of your forearm, and I'm going to use 2 fingers to just push right here and feel your pulse for 30 seconds. Okay, so your pulse rate is 72 beats per minute. That's also normal. You want to stay within 60 to 100 beats per minute, so that's perfect. Again, if Amber's pulse rate was different, I would listen for 60 seconds, but since it was normal, I only listened for 30. And Amber, to auscultate your pulse, I would do that with my stethoscope, and I would do that, we would do that at your apical pulse, which is right here where your mitral valve is.
Okay.
So that's where your mitral valve is, and so that's how we would auscultate, and we would do that for a full minute. Okay, so now Amber, so we're going to demonstrate your pulse. So we would do that at 2 other locations. So I'm going to do that at your brachial pulse, and that's right here. Let's do that for 30 seconds. Okay, so that one I got at 60 beats per minute, listening for 30 seconds. Some other places that we could do your pulse is your carotid, so let's go ahead and do that. That's on your neck.
Okay.
We're going to do that for 30 seconds. Okay, so that one I got at 74 beats per minute. So again, that falls within the normal range. Now we are going to do your blood pressure, Amber, and we are going to do it 2 different ways. So we're going to do me by palpating, and then I'm going to listen with my stethoscope.
Okay.
So I'm going to feel for your brachial artery, and I'm going to make sure that I align it about 2 inches above where I feel your brachial artery. Thank you for lifting your sleeve for me. We want to make sure to have the right size. So if I was doing blood pressure on a kid, I would get a smaller blood pressure cuff. If I was doing it on someone a little bit bigger than you, then I would make sure to get the larger blood pressure cuff. But this one's the right fit. So I'm just going to go ahead and palpate that brachial artery. And I'm going to pump the cuff up until I can't feel your pulse anymore. So your systolic pressure is about at a 120, and I'm going to let it go until I can feel your pulse again. And I felt it again at 78. So your blood pressure would be 78 over 120. You just give your arm a break for a little bit. So we would do that for 30 seconds, just give your arm a break, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it again while auscultating with my stethoscope. And the goal of this is we want the blood pressures to be about in the same range. So. Okay. And if you had a gown on, I would be sure to expose the arm and then make sure to cover it again, just to patient privacy. All right, let's go ahead and do it auscultating. So again, I'm gonna fill your brachial artery and place it 2 inches above that. And make sure that the cuff is snug around your arm and that it's completely deflated. You can go ahead and rest your arm. Actually, let me go ahead and fix it. It kind of slipped. Maybe it wasn't snug enough. Okay, go ahead and rest your arm. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to auscultate instead of palpate. Sure to go about 20 to 30 above your original systolic pressure. Okay. And I got the exact same blood pressure, 78 over 120. And that's normal. You want it to be within like plus or minus 2 of 120 over 80. So that's a normal blood pressure, and that is all for your vital signs today, Amber. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, perfect. Have a good day.
You too.